evil blanket fish has awoken.
Okay. Looks like everything's coming in. So, just to let everybody know, I mentioned this on Discord, but basically, I did end up finishing the fight with the final boss from Octopath Traveler yesterday, so there'll be a recording of that along with the VOD for the last stream going up today after I finish this. But today, we are going to be starting with Koudelka, and this is basically in the wake of the hype for the double Kickstarter between Wild Arms and Shadow Hearts. There are three to four games basically in those two series that I haven't played. This Koudelka, which is the only one in the Shadow Hearts series that I didn't play. It's the very first one in the storyline. And then Wild Arms 4 and 5. And then I'm not sure if I'm going to do that one just yet, but also the PSP Wild Arms, the turn-based tactical game. But at the very least, I'm going to end up playing Koudelka, Wild Arms 4, and Wild Arms 5 in the very near future. At some point in there, Soul Hackers 2 will be injected in whenever I get around to picking it up. But, you know, it was supposed to be now, but funding that Kickstarter took precedence. But anyway, as of today, we will be starting with Koudelka. That's the one thing with these, like, playing PlayStation games. Is that it never saves this setting. Like, every time you boot it up, you have to go back to set it to normal aspect ratio. I can never... Like, I'm pretty sure I calculated... Like, when we had this overlay made, I calculated out, like, 4:3 aspect ratio into it, but I can never quite get it to fit perfectly whenever I do these older games. Or at least not the PlayStation 1 games. Makes me wonder if the PlayStation 1 games were actually, you know, a 4:3, or if they were something slightly off. But there'll probably be a tiny little black bar on the right side before we reach the, like, the TV portion. I do remember setting the buttons earlier when I put this in to test it out. And it didn't seem to save them. That seems more natural. Okay. So I'm not expecting this game to control very well, seeing as how it's all the way back to PlayStation 1 days. Hey, Jigs. You hung over or what? Yeah, it kind of is. It's like a horror RPG mix.
You're too early, Angel. I'm not dead yet.
Not yet, but it looks like you're going to die soon.
Hi, everybody!
But you'll have to
Hey, Ragnar, how you
I
doing?
attend to some unfinished business first.
Business? What can you possibly accomplish in your condition? You can't even hold your gun steady.
Well, no unless I try. That thing's not gonna die unless I shoot it 2 or 3 times. Damn it! Here, use this.
Yeah, well, like she said, he was almost dead to the point he couldn't even hold his gun straight anymore. Trying to turn the volume up a little bit. This game seems kind of soft. I would assume Dex works with the gun. Let's buff up first. I mean, there were a couple of good action games to it. Like, obviously, Yakuza Ishin finally coming over, and a remake of it nonetheless was pretty good. That, Stellar Blade, what Project Eve got renamed to, that one still looks pretty good. Rise of the Ronin. Even that Sin Duality game, the one with the mechs, looked okay. I have a sneaking suspicion that one's going to be like a MMO or a live service game, though, which means I'd probably lose interest in it for that. I don't like the title that they used, though. I couldn't even tell what it was called. Like, it was like Project Eve now, and it's like this neon cursive. I was like, Stella? Stolar? Solar? Like, what the hell do they have written there? I had to look it up to see that the name was Stellar Blade. Hey, RNG, how you doing? Nah, and especially considering it was only like a 20-minute thing. Like, yeah, I agree. You definitely probably should have just gone to sleep and, like, watched it when you woke up. Wow, can I not move forward because it's gotten up to me? Is this like Space Invaders? At least it didn't hit that hard. But I guess it is just a tutorial. But that was weird how once it got up to me, I couldn't go, like, behind where it had moved up to. Learned Flare.
Hey, what about him?
He's dead.
Really? Thank you. So I guess my time is up. Hey, Angel. I'm not gonna ask you to take me to heaven. But will you pray for me at least?
Are you out of your mind? There's no bloody way I'm going to pray for you. But I guess I owe you because you saved me too. Payback time. Shut up. Keep it down. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, Tekken 8 definitely looked
Stand up or I'll
like
leave you.
that. Definitely looked like a PS5 level game.
I'm cured.
Yeah, and so I cured you, so what?
You? You cured me. But I was almost dead. I'm confused. So you really are an angel?
Don't be foolish. Do you really think that there are angels on Earth? I'm no angel. I'm just a medium with a little curing.
I'm Edward J. Plunkett.
Hey,
I know
RNG.
I look pretty shady, but you don't look too wholesome yourself.
No, I'm not like you.
Don't
And
know,
this is
can I
no place
pause
for
this?
people like you.
Hope that didn't just skip it. I think it did. Damn it. Yeah, that's why, because I wanted to Um, the other two forgotten Project Rainfall games. What was the other one? Because Last Story, I think I'm still having issues trying to get it to emulate properly. Yeah, and I think I tried The Last Story the other time, and there was like some kind of issue where the models weren't loading correctly. Okay, that one I haven't even tried yet. So, I mean, like I said, since I can't remember if I found a way to fix that glitch in the emulator where it wasn't loading the models correctly. I think I found a fix somewhere. I don't remember if I actually did it, but that was like a while ago that I tried that. So I guess the easier answer would probably be Dark Dawn. That's okay. And it'll fit since you've already played the first two Golden Suns. But yeah, if you're okay with that, I'd probably, out of the options, and like I say, just basically just because I'd have to double check to make sure if I ever fix that glitch with Last Story, but I mean, I'm totally up for doing the last Golden Sun game, and then I can I can basically sit here waiting for them to do another one like everybody else after I finish that one. Also, hey Webon, how you doing? I didn't mean to skip that cutscene. I was hoping that I could actually pause, but I guess that's a no. So let's... I guess let's just go ahead and start over. All we basically did was see the opening and the tutorial fight. Skippable, but not pausable. Pausable was what I was looking for. Oh, is it? So here's a question. Because I know a lot of people, like, they're asking for, like, the fourth Golden Sun game. Is Dark Dawn, like, is it an actual full story in the game? Or is Dark Dawn similar to the first Golden Sun game, where it was, like, half of the story, and then there was supposed to be another one that never happened? Oh shit. Alright. I was about to say, like, I was gonna get back to the cutscene that I skipped, but I didn't read that you said that you missed the first bit anyway. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and I'll play everything from the start. So do use a guide for the Djinn. Well, I used a guide for the Djinn in the other Golden Suns also. Just because they did a pretty good job of hiding them, and I would assume that they'll probably do the same in Dark Dawn as well. Oof, okay. So yeah, I'm going to enter the group of people that are basically waiting for them to ever make the fourth one after I finish that then. Yeah, normally, normally I would probably try to see if I could figure out how to get Last Story going if I was playing a longer game, but from what I understand, this game is only like 16 to 20 hours, which means I'll be done with it probably within a week. So, yeah, I'll just go ahead and pick Dark Dawn, since that one should be, you know, just plug and play pretty well. Hey, Hollowitz, how you doing? Yeah, skippable cutscenes and everything.
Too early, Angel. I'm not dead yet.
Not yet, but it looks like you're going to die soon.
Maybe. But you'll have to pardon me while I tend to some unfinished business first.
Business? What can you possibly accomplish in your condition? You can't even hold your gun steady.
I'm doing okay.
To try.
Nothing to complain about today.
I'm not gonna die unless I shoot it 2 or 3 times. Damn it! Here, use this.
No, not really, no. There's not a whole lot of build up to the game starting. Okay, so it takes a turn to switch your weapon. Okay. Okay. Setting the controller down. Oh, actually I have to move up to him first. Don't want to accidentally skip it this time. Surprisingly good voice acting for the PS1 era also.
What about him?
He's dead.
Really? Thank you. So I guess my time is up. Hey, Angel. I'm not gonna ask you to take me to heaven. But will you pray for me at least?
Are you out of your mind? There's no bloody way I'm going to pray for you. But I guess I owe you because you saved me too. Payback time. Shut up. Keep it down. Okay, let's go. Stand up or I'll here.
What happened? It doesn't hurt anymore. I'm cured.
Yeah, and so I cured you, so what?
You? You cured me. But I was almost dead. I'm confused. So you really are an angel?
Don't be foolish. Do you really think that there are angels on Earth? I'm no angel. I'm just a medium with a little curing.
I'm Edward J. Plunkett. I know I look pretty shady, but you don't look too wholesome yourself.
No, I'm not like you. And this is no place for people like you. Why did you come here?
I heard a rumor.
A rumor.
I heard something in London. That the son of some rich family bought an old monastery. Spent a ton of money to convert it into a house. I heard he brought quite a lot of harlots here. Seems like he was having a great time.
So, where is this monastery?
That's what I want to know. I came all this way to put a poor man or a god into this rich bastard. So far, I haven't found anything. Then this monster attacked me. I almost got killed. If you'd come any later, no doubt I'd be singing hymns in his stomach right now.
Shouldn't have bought such a good horse. She's too fast.
Too bad you won't be hearing me sing those hymns. When I was a boy, I was a pretty good soprano.
If you don't stop talking, I'll leave you here. My name is Koudelka, and I'm only going to say this once, so don't forget. If you want to get out of here alive, I suggest you stick very close. Got it?
Charmed, I'm sure.
Yeah, the first Resident Evil was it was a thing. That's something I'm gonna have to get used to. The no using the analog stick, which I had to get used to when I played Thousand Arms. Also, that was another old PS1 game that didn't have analog stick usage. Go through the door. Yeah, but there were a lot of games that, even though the DualShock was out, they still didn't use it because that would essentially be cutting their potential user base down to only the people who had one. Like people that had bought like the first iteration of the PlayStation 1 that didn't have it and never bought another one wouldn't be able to use it. So even though it was probably available, not every game chose to take advantage of it. Yeah, so apparently the tradition started here. The giant cockroaches being like the first enemy that you come up against. That was the thing in Shadow Hearts also. Yeah, it definitely looks like once the enemies move forward, you can't go behind them. Okay. So you can be really magic resistant, but you'll also be magic resistant to being healed by allies. That they're kind of using well, in this it's piety, but it works the same way as faith in Final Fantasy Tactics. And mind is basically Dex, but for spells. Multiple actions to an opponent's one, so that's going to be a good one. Okay. Oh, since she's going to be a magic user. I guess. Kind of. It's got a lot of stats. Give him the knife. Yeah, this definitely kind of feels like Resident Evil with stats. Am I fighting? No, it's not tank controls, but it does feel like it goes in the direction that you press the D-pad, but it's more just the fact that I'm so used to using analog. I need to look up what Listel does. It doesn't look like it's giving me an explanation mid-battle. Yeah, it definitely is. I don't know how much I have. It's only showing me like what's in the weapon right now. But I did pick up another box of ammo, so it's definitely limited. It looks like they get their MP back when they level up. Okay, that restores MP. I'm gonna guess that this gets rid of status. Oh, we can rename things. Yeah, so right now I've got 20 pistol rounds. Yeah, so seeing as how we can name items, let's see if we can name weapons. We can. Yeah, you guys feel free to go nuts with the rename redemption. Kind of curious as to what you have to do to reload. Red. Is that It's not a spider. Is that like a giant flea? See if that reloaded it. Looks like it did. Yep, we're at 6 out of 6. Well, I have Flare, but she's out of MP. Means I probably need to level up her Piety. It does look like putting points into certain stats has a pretty big result, because I put like 2 points into strength for him, and it almost doubled how much damage he does with the knife. Hey, we got whiskey. Bottled Scotch whiskey has a high alcohol content, can be used to rouse unconscious people, revives knocked out characters, and restores some HP. Whiskey is your Phoenix down. Okay. So it does go to what you renamed it once it's in your inventory. Oh, okay. That kinda does explain why it has such a big amount. It looks like it basically works like D&D stats. Like you have your base, and then, or am I looking at, is this what she gained on level up? So what are the pluses and minuses for? Now, I already looked up what the stats are. I'm more looking at like the plus and minus that are next to them. I'm wondering if it's like D&D modifiers. But it doesn't seem to make any sense in what they correspond to. Hey, Nami. Yeah, Arenji beat you to it, so we're going to be playing the third Golden Sun game after this. Oh, we got armor. Arenji? Except they don't really have any equipment, though. Renji's usually around. He's just usually lurking. Every once in a while he'll do the summon waifu. Redeem. Pistol rounds. No, I finished that yesterday. Ow. He's paralyzed. Another flare will probably kill it. Or not? Yep, he's the knight and she's the queen piece. sure there's probably like key items or stuff I'm supposed to be looking for. Since this seems to be kind of Resident Evil style, I have no idea what I should be looking for. Yeah, that's probably one of the reasons why this game is like under 20 hours, but still uses 4 discs. Although if this is a Resident Evil style game where I'm supposed to be looking for like key items and putting them in certain spots, may end up being longer than 20 hours because I'll probably get lost. And the fact that everything in this game is like super dark and hard to see probably isn't helping. I'm basically just mashing the X button everywhere I go. Try to see if there's something, if there's a door I can go into, or something to pick up. I'm pretty sure it does. Actually, I should probably try to figure out how to save. Hey, Misery, how you doing? You know, I thought those are worms, but I think they're actually severed arms. I've been doing pretty good. This is my first time, and I'm basically playing it because I'm trying to get my blind spots from the Wild Arms and Shadow Hearts series out of the way. Now that I know the Kickstarter for the spiritual successors is up. Which the only Shadow Hearts game I didn't play was this. And then I've also got Wild Arms 4, 5, and the one on PSP as well, but that one's like a tactical game. Are these human heads with wings? It's hard to tell because it's like hair down facing us. Yeah, that was one thing that the Shadow Hearts games always had, was very kind of a lot of like body horror, Lovecraftian enemy designs. Can't pick up any of those. I see a couple of things on there. What did that say? Oh, crap. So weapons breaking is a thing. Apparently they do. Got a spear now, though. Bottle of red wine with healing herbs mixed in. I don't need it yet. I'm actually already very tempted to look at a guide, because I'm apparently keep hitting, like, dead ends. I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking for. But I guess for now I'll just continue going through rooms I haven't been in yet. Is there a map, now that I think about it? Okay, so there will be a map. I just don't have it yet. Yeah, I can see that, and it's already kind of starting to feel that way. Because it's basically just like run around, like I have no direction on what it is I'm supposed to be doing. Maybe this guy will drop his gun when I kill him. Oh crap, I didn't realize she got knocked out. Yeah, her hit points are kind of shit. No, it seems to be really strong, so I'm like, now that I know that weapons break, I'm kind of holding it in case I come across, like, a boss or something. If I get like a weaker weapon, I'll probably use that. There's an old couple in the room, Ogden and Bessie Hartman, who say are the caretakers of the Nementon Monastery.
How unusual that you two have decided to come to our rural district. There's really nothing interesting here.
It has gotten so cold outside. We weren't expecting any visitors. The soup is all we have. Please, have as much as you want.
Oh, yes, please.
Thanks. It smells great.
Wouldn't you like some, dear? Don't you like potato soup?
No. It's not that. I'm all right for now. Thank you for your hospitality, though.
No trouble at all. Please let me know if there's anything we can do. We are the only ones who live here, and it's so rare that we get any visitors.
So are you two really the only ones who live here?
Why do you ask?
Well, it was pretty foggy, so I couldn't tell for sure. But this building looked like an old church or something. Seems a little big just for the two of you.
You're right. In the 9th century, a saint from Ireland named Daniel Scotius, place of worship here to appease monsters and evil spirits. That was how the Nementon Monastery started. Or so I heard.
Monsters. Is that right?
Yes. What about them?
You might not believe this, but we saw a monster on our way here.
Is that so? You saw it too?
You mean that monster's been around for a while?
Well, we've been taking care of the monastery for a number of years, but from about 6 months ago, monsters have been appearing.
We see them more and more every month.
I used to be a sailor. I'm not afraid of any monsters.
Oh, dear. What if something terrible happens to you?
We almost got killed back there. Now we're out of bullets.
That's not good. The
I'm not out
monsters
of
might try
bullets.
and attack you again. I'll spare you some bullets.
Thanks, that'd be great.
Looking after others. He's so wonderful at that.
So, have you two been together long?
Yes, quite a while. Now, all he does is paint and maintain this old building. That's his daily routine. But back in the old days...
Thanks, Ogden. I owe you one.
What happens if I go back in there? Locked with the red key. Damn it, why does he always go after her? Guess it's a good thing I got a lot of whiskey.
Now this would make good rations. Let's take some with us.
I can't believe it. Are you still hungry?
I didn't have anything to eat or drink for 3 days. Of course I'm hungry. Speaking of which, you wasted all of that food. What's wrong with you?
Yeah. If it weren't poisoned, then I would have had some.
Pardon?
I said, if the soup weren't poisoned, then I would have had some. Got it?
Poisoned? No way.
Just a little bit. I smelled some poisonous plant.
What's happening?
Oh, I can tell you how you're going to feel. In about half an hour, you won't be able to move your body. If you don't find an antidote, you'll definitely die.
So they really were trying to kill us. But why?
Don't know. Teams are quite used to doing it this way. They must be hiding something. Listen, Edward. I'm going to try to cure you now. But you have to promise that when I do, you won't get mad and rush back to that couple right away. It's safer if we pretend we're dead and continue exploring this building. I think we'll find something interesting for sure.
Got a new knife. Probably don't need to use anything for these guys, though. Alright, so I need to give her some vitality, because she's way too squishy. It's not where I wanted to go. I was still searching the place. Oh, this knife heals. Got like a vampire effect to it. Maybe it has a vampire effect, but it can't actually kill something? Some more MP stuff. Okay then, how do I get to this underground room? Yeah, punch that ghost. Yep, that is a thing I said. It doesn't look like there's... Unless I'm missing something, doesn't look like there's anything else we can do here. And more severed arms. So we know that there's a room underneath. Not of any way to get to it other than maybe in that well. Get cheese. Still no idea how to save. Or if there's even a save point, there's even save points or anything. Okay, so where was the other... Or is this where I started? I think this might be where I started. Going all the way back to the beginning. Unless maybe that's what that S, like when I get to these floors where it says, that it has like that S something, maybe that's like an autosave. Okay, I'm sure that'll help. Definitely missed it the first time I was up here. Okay, so I'm assuming the check mark means I've been there. What is the... Does the X mean I haven't been there, or... Maybe that's where I need to go, but I think there's two different ones. Okay, this I actually am going to look up because I want to know what those things mean. Okay, so they're saying that the checks mean that you went through the room and it's not really anything important, and that the X's are rooms with something story significant. Yeah, I definitely have a feeling that I'm probably going to have to start consulting a guide. Also, just looking through the guide, I've apparently already screwed myself out of some stuff, because apparently there are secret items that you get by getting to certain points in the game very quickly, which is probably another reason why people like to speedrun this game. You actually get rewarded for it. I'm pretty sure I think it said the first one was to make it to the courtyard in under an hour. I'm almost going on like an hour and a half, having done the restart at the beginning and everything, so that one's already out. Probably most of the other ones too, if they're all time-based. You know, before I thought that might be a crit animation, but it looks like their attack animations actually change as they level up with that weapon type, because like a battle ago, it said that his fist leveled up. So now he does like a 2-hit attack. Oh well. It's about that time, so I'm gonna go ahead and go on my break. I'll be back in 5. Yeah, like I said, I'm probably gonna start following the guide rather than just running around blind on this. But I'll be back in 5. Alright, I'm back. Basically just looking through the FAQ to try to see where I am. Stuff I've already stumbled upon. Oh, so is that what those are? Like, I'm reading through the FAQ now, like, this room is supposed to have chicken feathers on the floor. That's not what I thought those were. I wonder if the reason why you can't shoot there is... was he too far away? Or was it because friendly fire, he was in the way of the shot? Okay, so there happens. Okay, so let's head down to where we met the caretakers. I'm basically just going through the whole thing step by step and trying to figure out where I'm at. Okay. So we've already gone to the caretakers. Kitchen. Damn it. I was trying to pick up that very obvious potion there, but instead she's just walking up and down the stairs. I guess his knife level went up. Got a scimitar. Alright, so I got a couple of weapons now. I need to see which one better off on him. So it looks like the scimitar is way stronger than the water spear, but it doesn't give him any vitality. Also, the dirk appears to be giving him dex and agility. Yeah, so I guess those pluses and minuses when they're leveling up, I guess that is the what they're getting from their weapon. Because it looks like having the gun gives you a bunch of minuses. And there's quite a few weapon types. Just keep him with the knife for now, so that seems to be what he's getting good with. Can I step down? Thank you. MP stuff. This looks like something I can take. A hammer. I'm assuming this is the workshop that I'm in. Should also be a pipe somewhere. There it is, I see it. All right, looks like we're about to have a boss battle. Let's prepare accordingly. I guess I'll just keep her with the gun. The gun apparently gives her an agility bonus. Means she can get more turns. Something's not right. Man collapsed on the ground. Looks like he's passed out. Try moving deeper into the herb garden. A giant plant attacks you. Yeah, well, that was partially my fault. I couldn't find the door. The door to the workshop that then leads to here. I couldn't see it. It wasn't until I looked through the walkthrough that I even knew this place was here. That's why I kept running around in circles. But I also partially blame that on the game, because everything's really dark. Oh man, it's been so long since I played Gone Hand, I didn't even realize that. It's one of those games that I'd love to replay, but the learning curve, like the initial learning curve of learning the controls to that game, is pretty steep. But once you actually get used to it, it's so much fun. But it is that initial, like, I'm gonna have to relearn the controls to get into it again that usually stops me from giving it a replay. Okay, so that wasn't all that tough, but all that wandering around probably over-leveled for what that should have been. Icon's necklace, and we learn the geyser spell. Okay, so what now?
My head. Oh, what happened? Oh, yes, that's right. That monster. Oh.
Who on earth are you two?
Hey, we rescued you, and that's your way of saying thanks?
Little did I know that these days were into rescuing perfect strangers.
You.
My name is Koudelka, and this is Edward. Would you mind telling us how you ended up collapsed down this path?
My name is James. James O'Flaherty. I've been searching for something, and it took me to the monastery. Little did I know that it'd become a breeding ground for demonic spirits.
Then how did you get in here dressed like that?
Through the main gate, of course. The caretakers welcomed me with open arms.
That husband and wife team? And the food? Was there no poison in your food?
What are you talking about? Are you out of your mind?
Those caretakers tried to poison and kill us.
That's not funny. I find it inappropriate for you to try to dupe an upstanding believer of the Christian faith.
So nothing happened to you then?
Of course not. Not until I encountered that monster.
Yeah? And we're the ones who took care of that monster. Far be it from me to expect any words of gratitude from you.
I see. And I can tell from your appearances that the power of your faith alone was not enough to smooth things out with that monster.
It wasn't the kind of problem that faith alone could solve.
Ugh. Look at this plinth. It's broken now, but holy water ran from it until recently. But I've become distracted. Almighty God, please give me the strength to ward off these monsters.
I can see that we've wasted our time here. Let's go, Koudelka.
Just a minute. Although I'm under the protection of the Lord, it doesn't hurt to take precautionary measures. I think I'll go with you.
With the monster gone, the font is once again filled with holy water. You can save here. I was about to say, let me guess, he's the bishop. Gold necklace set with 3 emeralds, too large to be used by a person. It appears to have been made to decorate a statue. Okay, so... Okay, so now I have to head to that long room past the hen house. I guess this amulet is what helps us get through the mysterious force that was blocking the door. Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. Got another spear.
What a dark and depressing building. Even with the temple, You can't feel the presence of the Lord's light. I can't believe I stepped foot in this place.
Where all have gone, and all must go, to be the nothing that I was. I have born to life and living woe.
Lord Byron, no? I am not an admirer of his. In the first place, his poetry is unrefined.
And who gave you the right to judge the refinement of poetry?
Poetry should delve into the depths of the souls of the faithful. And others. It should inspire the soul as to Alexander Pope or George Herbert.
If they have the power to do away with these evil spirits, I'd choose anyone. Even that dear old carpenter's son. you love so
Blasphemous! Pagan! How dare you utter such words of sin?
To seek help you've never met before is ridiculous, especially when people are dying from hunger every single day in London.
They're all filthy and immoral little beggars that deserve to die. Heaven is...
That doesn't sound like a demonic spirit to me.
The noise is coming from that building over there.
The poison didn't kill us, so now they're taking the fast and easy way now.
Don't be ridiculous!
Why don't you ask the bullets who's being ridiculous?
You idiots!
Wrong one. Okay. So where am I? Those didn't do any damage to Koudelka, but they're definitely hurting him. Well, even though items break, I seem to be accumulating them pretty quickly. Hey, Irby, how you doing? It's piety. Basically, faith. And it kind of works like faith from Final Fantasy Tactics. Okay, so I was looking for a certain item that it was saying was in there, but I'm guessing it was the pistol rounds that I picked up on the way already at the hen area. Let's see if we can just give him a bunch of turns. Make him really fast, so he gets a bunch of turns. Crap. Supposed to be 6969, but I put 68. If this isn't the combination, then whoever made it, yeah. Whoever made it had no sense of humor.
My goodness. This building is full of dead bodies and skeletons.
It's full of ghosts and spirits. Oh, I can feel them. Oh, my head hurts.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Horrible. Dear Lord, please save these lost souls.
This must have happened a long time ago. Oh, and the power is so strong. If I can channel some of these spirits, maybe I can find out what happened here.
Channel the spirit?
Shame on you. You two should be praying for their souls.
The spirits floating in this room. I can let them possess my body so they can talk. Oh, the reason I came here is I heard the cry of one particular female voice. She
I
was...
will not stand for this. Not only do you not believe in God, but now you're going to disturb the spirits?
Shut up! Would you stop bothering me? Oh. Chains and darkness. Oh. Death. Oh no. There were so many of them. This is hell.
What? What's going on?
Oh, they were imprisoned and tortured and, thousands of them.
Kill them! They cut off my fingers. They crushed my legs. They smashed my head and cut out my guts. They took everything from me. They locked me up and chopped my body.
Oh, my eyes! Oh, my ears! Oh, they're burned! Help! Help! How horrible. This place used to be a prison. For hundreds of years, kept in secret. Whoever went against the authorities or misconducted themselves in any way were locked up here and killed.
No! Don't touch me! You piss off! Go to hell!
Okay. Yeah, we had a little exorcist moment there. Damn, the weapon broke. Okay, so spears you have to be one space away. Which I guess means that if the enemies push you all the way to the back, then you can't really attack them, unless you can still do diagonal. Mummy dressed in a wedding dress inside the closet. You look at it, it's opened its eyes and suddenly attacks. Hey, Samato, how you doing? If you did it after I started stream, no, I haven't looked yet. I think the only one I see is Octopath Traveler 2. And I guess Fire Emblem Engage, but that one kind of got buried under conversation. Those the only two you were talking about? Turn-based and tactical. Oh, okay, yeah, triangle strategy. Yeah, I already wishlisted triangle strategy on Steam. And Various Day Life. I don't know, that one doesn't look that interesting to me. Because I think it was I think I heard that it was like a mobile game before. It was an Apple Arcade game that they're porting to everything else now. Oh no, I'm gonna try Octopath Traveler 2. And, you know, I don't have to wait a year to try to pick it up. I'll just wait for a sale. Because now this time it's actually gonna release on everything at the same time. Yeah, I was making the joke before that, like, if at some point in Harvestella you summon Bahamut or something to, like, to grow your crops, it will not surprise me. Like, everything I've seen so far, it literally just looks like Final Fantasy, but with farming. Do I just need to pump her intelligence more? Because it seems like her spells aren't doing damage at all. Yeah, maybe now her spells will actually do damage. Yeah, I don't doubt that. I mean, if any company is going to spend money to make a JRPG look good, definitely going to be Square Enix.
Hey. Hey. Wait a minute. Hey.
Edward.
You should have just died before. I wanted you to lay down and die.
A ghost?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Her spells definitely do more damage now. Man, there is like a huge difference in numbers just from adding a few points. Okay. According to this thing, I was supposed to get a prompt to try to use the ladder over here, but I didn't see any. Oh, there we go. Could have swore I was mashing X and running up and down the whole place. Where are we now? that not a door right there? I wonder how many digits max damage is in this game. Well, at least she targeted someone with a crap ton of magic resistance and didn't do anything. Okay, that actually hurt. Learn the revive spell now. So I guess you learn a new spell every boss battle. $7038. Okay. So back to the chest.
Did you see all those bodies? Be quite a party if they were alive.
They've probably been abandoned for hundreds of years. Must be some fascinating old stories.
I saw some pretty fresh ones, too. One who was shot, one who'd been cracked in the head with an axe, and some with no visible signs of injury. They must have been poisoned.
I bet the new ones were fortune seekers like us. That old couple must
You
have
mean to tell me they killed all those people? Rubbish.
All those deaths are rubbish?
They're all liars and thieves anyway. This is still a monastery. This is still God's house, prison or no. Why all those liars and heathens are killed is none of my concern.
How could you possibly say a thing like that? That doesn't sound very priestly.
I am not a priest. I am a bishop.
I don't give a rat's ass what you are. Look, I'm not saying that all of those people were saints, okay? But that doesn't mean that they should be put to death.
You saw that old couple. They're so well-mannered, kind. You think they're killers?
Good manners?
Yes.
Think about it! Why would they leave the place such a mess?
I don't know.
You think they'd at least bury the bodies?
Possibly.
Anyway, I have this strange feeling we're not alone with all these bodies and ghosts. You'd better keep your mouths shut. If you want to live.
Koudelka, did you find anything?
No, nothing, but...
Who's that?
Didn't quite want to do that yet. I did just save. I was gonna check that room before I go back to that chest that they gave me the code for, but I guess I need to go check the chest first. Okay, we saw this. Come on, go up the ladder. Guard's diary. First of June, 1716. It's been 2 months since I left Canterbury, owing to my stay at St. Clair's. Lord Webster had said that the weather would be warm at this time of year, but it's still brisk in the fishing villages lining the coast. After days of being knocked about in a carriage, I finally arrived at Nematon Prison. Evil-looking place, leaning down on a barren plain from atop a cliff battered by the chill sea breezes. Lord Webster told me to keep the strictest confidence. I cannot say what lies within this old, lonely building, only that while I am yet young, I have been on guard many years, but I have never seen nor heard of a jail built in a place such as this. While Lord Webster didn't tell me much about the prison's history, it is easy to imagine the part this foreboding place played in quieting conspiracies and political struggles. Though I do not look forward to spending my days here, I have no choice. My family depends on it. 2nd June 1716. Nematon Prison. A hell on earth. While conditions here are no worse than Newgate, they are no better. I had imagined it would be so, but imagining a thing and actually experiencing it are very different. I shudder to think of the countless souls imprisoned here over the centuries. There are people from all walks of life here, from members of the pale removed from contention or an inheritance to simple barbers locked away to prevent them from repeating what they innocently heard while performing their jobs. Locked away and tortured and killed. My research into the prison's records show that only a select few of those sent here were ever convicted of a crime. This is not the simple prison it claims to be. It is rather simply a dungeon, where those in power seal away those without it who stood in their way. How ironic that this place, built as a house of God, should become a house of horrors forsaken by him. 3rd June 1716. I have discovered something nearly impossible to believe, because I do not wish to. According to the prison records, from 1632 to year last, over 8,200 people have met their maker within these walls. These are only those for whom there are records. How many more hapless souls have died locked away here with no one even caring? 4th of June 1716. Today I was ordered by the warden to watch over the prisoners in the West Wing. Although this is my first assignment since arriving, I do not look forward to it. This is different from punishing some simple beggars. What sort of man could take pleasure in beating women and children? Received a letter from Mum in Southampton today. She complains that I wasn't able to attend my sister's wedding. Apparently she married a Gibbs boy, one of the wealthier landowning families in the area. I'm sure she'll be happy. She's been brought up well and should have no problem fitting into even the Gentry family. Seems like just yesterday she was a baby, following me around clutching her favorite little doll. I'm fiercely proud of her though, even though I worry she may have been pampered a bit too much. I wish her the best of luck as she now starts her own family. 5th of June, 1716. We began the questioning of prisoner 27 today. The warden tells us he was instructed to do so by one of the nobles currently in favor with the crown. He looks to have been a man of good learning and some standing. He broke down and cried like a baby after the iron was pressed into his chest. Knowing he will never be released, we need not take care to leave him whole. I am used to using water or a rack, something that would not leave a mark for such things, but here there is no purpose, no desire to convert a heathen or bring about repentance. Here the punishment is only meant to cause as much pain as possible until death. A job is a job, and while I have no intention of taking it up with the warden, I still have reservations about what we do here, after all. We are still nominally employees of the Crown. Getting paid to inflict pain on common others, are we no different than common ruffians? 6th of July, 1716. Torturing people has become a daily routine, and there is no shortage of tools here. Whips, chains, iron maidens, Spanish boots, cages, spiders, even some I had never seen or heard of before coming here. I must admit I am impressed at the ingenuity of the human mind and the way that it can create such a myriad of ways to inflict pain upon another human being. But which is worse, those who think of such devices or those who use them? All those we torture beg us to kill them, but we instead keep them alive like they may suffer more. There is no rest for them, not now, not ever. 14th of August, 1716. Received a letter from Mum today. She says my brother is wanting to go to some fancy school in the East and needs money. Why he would want to go to such a place is beyond me. Imagine, a university graduate in our family. Wonder what Pa would think. I know she gets some money from my sister's family, but I'm sure she doesn't want to always be asking for handouts from her daughter. I want to help. I want to do as much as I can for my family. 31st of August, 1716. A mad woman in solitary confinement has died. If there is such a thing as fate, she must have been born under a lucky star. She was a merchant's daughter whose hand had been promised to the heir of a wealthy family, but he had a change of heart and abandoned her. He eventually married a nobleman's daughter and was adopted into the family which had no heir. She was brought here to keep her out of the public eye. She kept the wedding dress she never got to wear until the day she died. Wonder who was more insane, her or us? I guess that was the boss and the mummy in the wedding dress that we fought a while ago. 26th of September, 1716. Strange rumor is making its round amongst the prisoners. The number of people who say they have seen a sign from God in the night sky is growing. None of the other guards believe there is such a thing, but such rumors are often a sign of trouble. Hope nothing happens. 3rd of October, 1716. Torture, pain, and death. These fill the days of all who live here. I have come to envy those who quit living. Dear God, have mercy on my soul. I did not come here to become an executioner. I have pleaded with the warden to have pity at least on those suffering from illness, but he turned a deaf ear upon my pleas. In the end, there are only two things people care about, power and money. They who have it use it, they who do not only suffer. 13th of October, 1716. I feel as if I am losing my mind. I can no longer bear to hear the screams of those trapped here. Could I help them, I would, but since I cannot, I do not wish to share their confinement a moment longer. Were it my choice, I would quit this place at once, but my family looks to me for support. Also, I cannot let Lord Webster, who found me this job, down. I must repay his confidence in me. The other guards say that I will grow used to it soon enough, that I should not let myself be affected by trivialities. Trivialities? Can they not hear the screams? I understand now, they were as mad as any of the prisoners. That, then, is my fate. I, too, shall end up mad just like them. 29th of October, 1716. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness, and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. Leaned his hand on the wall. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light? Even very dark and no brightness in it. Book of Amos, chapter 5. 1st of November, 1716. I am writing this after having been awakened by gunshots in the middle of the night. There are screams of joy and anger throughout the building. We are being attacked by an armed band. Apparently the sign of God the prisoners had been discussing was actually a signal for people outside the prison plotting to aid their incarcerated friends. The freed prisoners are going mad, killing the guards and other staff. Their positions reversed, they flee for their lives, but are hunted down, beaten, killed, even burned alive. I find a strange satisfaction in watching them, they who were so drunk on power and wealth, dying like insects at the hands of those they thought were the masters of. The mob is sure to make its way here in time. The time of my judgment is upon us. Do not grieve for me, dear sister. I will welcome them with open arms as a fellow sufferer and sinner. Even now I hear footsteps. They are just outside my door. Well, this just sounds like a happy, fun place. When does this game take place, though? Because that was all marked 1716. But this ties into Shadow Hearts, and Shadow Hearts took place, like, right before World War I. Okay. So this game takes place in 1898 in Wales. So yeah, that tracks. Still, that diary's from a long time ago. That was 1716, and this is 1898. That's almost 200 years later. Oh wait, that's right, his weapon broke. Go to the pipe now. Alright. I was about to say maybe there was a way to get to those rooms on the south of this little area, but doesn't look like it. Looks like you have to come from somewhere else. And I already know that once I go through that next door, it's going to ask for the next disc. Who knows how long it'll... Probably won't be able to make our way back to the save point right away. So, I guess considering there's only about 9 minutes left, we'll go ahead and stop it here. But yeah, we basically... Since once I go into that next room, it's going to ask to trade disc. We basically made it through the first disc today, out of 4. Yeah, it's an interesting game. I definitely feel like most of the playtime is battles, but the battles are interesting enough since it's like a mini tactical map. And then the cutscenes are actually pretty good. I mean, so far they're all fully voiced. That's more than I can say for even some games that come out nowadays. They don't bother fully voicing everything. And the characters are interesting. They're not a bunch of well, except for the priest. The other two are definitely not goody two-shoes. So it's an interesting party dynamic. Especially considering some of the knowledge that I have from playing Shadow Hearts as to how this kind of plays out. Although, I think Shadow Hearts continues off of the bad ending for this game. But we'll probably... I think I looked it up, and I think it basically just comes down to like stuff you do during the final boss fight. So I'm pretty sure we'll easily be able to see all the endings. Because it was like... There's like a bad ending for going to the final boss without having a certain item. And then there's like there's another ending for losing against the final boss, and then of course the best ending is beating the final boss. So I mean, unless I just screw up somewhere on the line and I'm not able to beat the final boss, we should be able to see all of them. But I would assume, you can just save a good weapon for everybody, and then if you can't beat it, just grind a bunch. I'm pretty sure that's a viable option. But anyway, we'll be continuing this tomorrow, same time, 2 a.m. Central Standard Time. Check schedule below for what time that is in your area. The redemption has been redeemed by Orenji, so after we're done with this, we're going to be playing Golden Sun Dark Dawn. I'll probably at some point boot up that emulator and make sure everything's running smoothly, but I usually don't have any problems with the DS emulators. At least not Melon DS, which is the one I use. Yeah, and now that he actually brings it up, at some point I do need to see about booting up Last Story and make sure that's running fine. I'm pretty sure the last time I tried to boot up the emulator with it, it had some kind of glitch where the character models, like, their textures weren't showing up, like they were just kind of like missing sections, like sections of them were just see-through. I think I looked up a way to deal with that, but I can't remember if I actually did it or not. It was a while back. But since I know that basically someone's interested in seeing me play that, I'll probably have to check to make sure that's up for if it gets requested later on. But yeah, so this game probably won't last too long. I mean, I'm guessing probably an average about maybe a day per disc. Maybe a little bit more if, there's some grinding involved. That might make it You know, have maybe 1, possibly 2 at most extra days. But if for nothing else, I'm enjoying the cutscenes so far. I'm starting to get used to having to run around with the D-pad like I had to do with Thousand Arms before. So, yeah. As I said, we'll continue tomorrow. So I guess right now I will go ahead and give callouts and end for today. So, Wabon, Ragna, Samato, Urbi, Arenji, Misery, Nami, Polowitz, Jigs. Thank you all for coming in and chatting with me while I play. And thank you to anybody else who may have been lurking and watching. It's always appreciated. As I said, we'll continue this tomorrow, same time, 2 a.m. Central Standard Time. And as for right now, let me go ahead and see if I can find someone to raid. See you, Nami. See you, Wabon. Night, Arenji. Night, Samato. Let's go ahead and raid Kaz. Mostly because he's playing a game that I've never really looked into to confirm, but I was always wondering what type of game it was, if it was like an RPG or what, but he's playing Shiness the Lightning Kingdom. Just like it's an indie game, and it looks like it might have been an RPG, but I never bothered to really look too deep into it to confirm or not. But as per usual, let's go ahead and jump in, say hi, hope to see you all next time, and until then.
Bye-bye, everybody!